I've had this scooter for around about a year now. Now it does have a rear suspension, and I've adjusted mine where there's a pretty good amount of travel back there, which is good for running over bumps or something like this. But the front tire, when you hit like a bump, boy, you feel it, especially with these solid tires. These are solid, just rubber tires. These are not pneumatic tires. And what I'm going to do for y'all today, I'm just going to show you what all you get with this package when you order it, and how easy or how hard it is, because it does not look very easy to do. Looks like you're going to have to take off all of this suspension here, take off the front wheel, which is where the motor's held, and then the suspension's going to run down and around. Actually, I'll show you on the box here. So the suspension actually runs in the front, and then when the tire hits a bump or something, it just lifts up. And the color of mine is black and red, which, you know what, my scooter's technically black and red. There's the red, there's the black, so it's going to match all that. Okay, so right here, it looks like this is the actual suspension that kind of has a carbon fiber look to it, and it has the suspension in the front, and they have their logo on there, which is like a little kangaroo. Monorim. Looks like you get a spring, and there's the covers. I'm guessing those are the outside covers. This will be all of the tools. I might get my own tools just in case. An extra bolt. I don't know what that's for. Well, it's got Loctite on it, and it looks like you get some little spacers right here. So let me go ahead, get my tools out, and start getting this thing taken apart. Look like you have a 16 and 18 and several little Allen keys right here. So you're going to want to open this up and access this bolt right here. So let me go ahead, take this off, and then it's going to start working to break this down. Then I'll go ahead and take off all of these right here on the side, and we can get rid of that. So this is the screw that was right down in there. I took that off, and I'm putting this right here. Here's the little red kind of accents that's on the reflectors on the side. So I'm going to take these two bolts out here and then repeat the process on the other side. So let's do that. And by the way, I went and got a a drill because I want to make this a little faster. Now we're going to go right in here. I'm just going to leave those screws right there. Now I'm going to take these bolts off right here, and I think this wrench should be able to do it. Yep. So there's a bolt right up under there. Once you take that off, it should all just fall. There we go. The whole handlebar assembly is off now, and there's this little spacer right here that goes right there. There's another ring. Make sure you keep up with all of these right here. Now there's something under this sticker right here. You see that little cap right there? I'm gonna probably add that sticker back to it. Try to get this cap out of there. Maybe get some needle nose. So I need to lift this back up and then get that bolt out. And you want to just line it up just like that. Make sure it comes straight out. There we go. I'll tell you what, Hiboy really put this together solidly. So let's get that out of there. Come on, get out of there. Fall right out. So that's what that came out of there. Here's the entire assembly. So we're pretty much good to go. Now we're ready to actually put the other one on. That maybe took me, I don't know, 30 minutes with the tools. I was pretty quick. Like I said, I work on stuff a lot, so I can just figure it out. So 20 minutes to get the assembly off. Now let's see how long it takes to put it back on. Okay, now what I did, I went ahead and took the top piece, this piece right here, off of the shock, slid that off. Now they supplied this right here. It's called the thin bottom use, and it's the Pro 2. So I'm going to take these off. You notice I got everything out but that one ring, and then this is going to slide down on there like that, and then we'll slide it up through the bottom. So now let's just slide this up in there like that. You see how that lines up? Get that back down in there like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now take this ring, and this is going to go over top of it. So now it'll kind of hold itself together. Okay, let me show you where I'm at right here. So when you slide this up through here, there's some bearings right here. I went ahead and put this bracket on there. So leave the bearings in there. If they come out, go ahead and put new ones back, put the original back in. Slide in one of these things right here. So see the bearings right there? Slide that up, slide that one in, then slide this little ring, and that came out of there. See how it's kind of tight now? Then get this piece right here, and it only goes in one way. Slide it on just like that, and then bring this around. Now put this on, and there's a hole right there. I'm gonna line up at my bolt and run through there. What I can tell, everything is assembled. So all I did was use the bracket that I took off of here, went right back down in here. You can see how I have the handlebars. I just slid them back on there, tightened down the bolt there, and tightened down the bolt there, and then put these two bolts here, tightened down those two, and then ran that one back down in there, and it locked into place. And check it out, it works. It is turning right there, and the fender screws just directly into this thing right here. Now I will tighten these things down and get it set, and then I'll put the wheel on, and from what I can tell, it's ready to ride. So let's do that now. Okay, I just went ahead and put the wheel on. So I tightened up the fender. These two bolts right here tightens up the fender. Notice it's not moving now. I put the wheel on, and they actually included these little like covers, and there's two screws that go in right here, and it covers up the wheel bolts. And look at that, how they've got it. That looks like it's almost factory, the way it's running. The wire is running out of the top right there and just running that looks very clean. Went together extremely well. I did go back and tighten that down and put my little rubber grommet on there. Did scratch it up just a little bit going on, but you know what, this thing worked out extremely well. It wasn't that difficult to assemble if you've got any type of assembly experience. And then check it out, closing it up. There we go, one-handed. Look at that, there's no wobble in it. You guys listen, look how sturdy that is, and it's got a smooth twist to it. Everybody, I'm very impressed with these guys right here. This product is a very high quality product, and it looks almost like it's factory for this thing. I've already taken it down and took it for a ride, so let's go ahead. Let me take it down and take you guys for a ride and show you how this thing's gonna work. All right, everybody, after a quick test ride there, I don't see any issues at all. I think it actually works very well. It does absorb a lot of the impacts on the front tire. One thing I did notice, it moved my handlebars back a little more. I don't know if the handlebars have always been that close, but now they're a little further back, because I think what happens is this bracket right here is making them lean back. It's all together very well. And look, there is, like I said, there is no movement, there's no rattling or anything. I think these guys did a good job. I think they have a good product here. So yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the Monorim front shock for the Hiboy S2 Pro. See you all in the next video.